Well, I got another log over here and got it squared up, but rather than jump right into cutting on that, we had a little rain yesterday, so I took those scrap pieces that were off of the slabs on that first one that I did that were really big. I got them over here on this bench and got them under cover so they wouldn't get wet. Because this I wanted to make a bench out of. But now the method I'm doing this is a little different. Normally I'll drill 4 holes in, drive 4 legs in, make what I call a pig. This one I'm getting a little more involved in. This, like I say, this basswood, so it's rather easy to work on. In fact, this bench here is basswood. It's a soft wood, but doesn't split easy. It's kind of nice to work with. So I took the wide part of the slab will be the seat of the bench. But now the joinery I'm going to use here is a little different. I've drilled holes in it that are going to support the legs, but the way they're going to be attached, I square the holes off, and now on the pieces that come up, this is a scrap piece, but it's a good demonstration thing. What I'll be doing is I'll be cutting this down, but leaving pins that go up, square pins, that will go through the holes. And then, you make a tight fit, but then you split the pin, cut a groove in it and drive a wedge in it, and the wedge is what actually holds it. There are certain conventions there you have to use, like you wouldn't put the wedge this way because that would want to try to split this piece. You have to put it this way so you're pushing on the end, and the same with on the pin. You kind of have to think of the grain the way it lays. But it's an old way of doing it without nails. So I've got to make the 2 end pieces with the pins that stick up that go into these holes, and then I got another piece that'll be a cross piece underneath it that'll be fastened the same way on the other side. It's a clean way of doing it without using nails. But the reason I'm doing it, it's a nice day today. The sun come up. It's actually very nice out. But I didn't want to. I've been cutting down those big planks here for 2 3 days. This is kind of a nice break. Instead of running a chainsaw all day, I'm just gonna monkey around with this stuff and do this bench, and then I'm gonna finish this with that ochre mix in the pine tar like the drill bit box is. I like the way that looks. And basswood, like say this bench, like I say, is basswood. This is how it'll look, sitting out in the weather and stuff. It doesn't hurt it because this has been treated with a pine tar, but I'd rather have some color to it, for the bench, so I'm going to put that red on. It's still pine tar, it's just with the ochre mixed in, which I've shown several times. But I figured, this would be a nice day. Instead of working with machines, I can work with my hands. And the sun is coming up nicely. I like working early in the morning. I used to get up early in the morning, just take a walk, see what's going on, see how the animals are, check all that out, check out the gardens, and then start working on my projects in the cool of the morning. But I think I can make a really nice bench out of this. I like working with, the heavy wood like that, but, if you're working with thick pieces of oak, it gets real heavy. I always think back on, in the old storybooks and stuff. If you see, like the Three Bears, the furniture that the Three Bears had, like the 3 beds, You know, things are made massive but simple. You know, with tricky little things, you know, to hold them together, but it's the simplicity of the thing. You know, I always, a lot of times I'll watch some of them old cartoons like that, you know, the old, like Disney and stuff, and you look at the way the houses were built, you know, the way the animators made the houses and stuff, and there's a great appeal in that just simplicity and bulk, you know. So that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's a matter of figuring out your proportions but you know, I had a big wide slab of scrap wood. I like to make use of that. So it'll be a good day.